Hi guys, so now we're going to get into the aspect in the realm of third person content. So for example, you've got your testimonials that people give, the case studies that you do for another business. These kind of things are really, really useful for you. They shouldn't be the highlight of your brand. They're more of an addition that you can bring into things, like the occasional secret or the amazing discovery. A testimonial is great. So if a customer really likes what you do, you can share that if the customer approves of you sharing it. So let's say they leave you a review for your business. This isn't something you want to share, but if they leave a testimonial, that is different. So for example, you can say to customers, "Oh, if you'd like to give us a testimonial on something, we can give you a percentage off, or we'll give you this free product, or it looks like you had a nice time. Will you do a testimonial for us?" And they might say, "Yeah, I'll do like a written testimonial, or I'll do a video testimonial for something. That seems good to me." And always give someone something back for that. Give them a nice reward, something that makes them really, really happy. In fact, give them 50% off at your restaurant for the next month. You'll bet you'll see them a couple of times, and they'll probably bring different people each time because people tend to get bored, but they will use that as much as they can, and that'll breed familiarity, reciprocity, all of the other things in marketing that is really, really good. Case studies are also good because you can say, well, let's say I helped this other business and I was able to provide this service, this service, this service, this service, and I watched them do really, really well out of it. So this is evidence that you can present, that you have techniques and you have abilities that make things work. So when it comes down to it, using testimonials, third-party content when people are giving that to you, that is really, really good. Case studies and proof that you've done a really good job for other companies, that's amazing as well. These are absolutely vital, and they should be in every single marketer's toolkit. When it comes down to it though, think about the way that you want your character to appear to other people. You know, don't be, in my opinion, I like to be more humble than boastful. I could stand there and say, like, just reel off my list of many achievements. I mean, just Google the words Cham Morris and you'll see some of them. That's just one of the names I've gone under. But that just makes me sound like a jerk. I mean, I am a jerk. I'm a marketer, for Christ's sake. But, the fact of the matter is, when it comes down to it, it's always good to be humble about the things that you do. Try and help people. Try and be supportive. Having a good, nurturing, motherly persona is very, very useful. And it's very, very powerful. And you can bring elements of all of these different things together to make the ideal character for you, because nothing should be an out-of-the-box product. You need to find something that is bespoke and designed for you as a human being, because that way everything will flow more naturally and you won't have breaks in your character. You won't have to wear this thing that actors call a social mask when you're going out in public and talking about things. You don't want that, because that's going to make you look bad. You're going to slip up, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to fail. You can't pretend to be the leader at the top of everything when you have nothing, So don't lie to people. Be honest, be open, be free, and just let people get to know you, because I tell you something, people like honesty, people like weakness, people like the things that you look at and you might think, well, I don't necessarily know if I want to support somebody who potentially falls into the category of underdog. I like underdog personality sort of things. It's my kind of thing. I'm a bit of an underdog myself. I'm not a big agency owner. I just market for people. I get calls. I get what I need to survive. I'm pretty happy. I've got a spare job in the background. I could quit that if I wanted. No problem. I wouldn't even feel it. But the fact of the matter is, when it comes down to it, think about how you want to represent yourself to your audience. What do you want them to feel when they think about you? Do you want them to feel like you're some overconfident, narcissistic, psychotic lunatic? I mean, maybe I want them to feel that way, but it's not a good look, if you know what I mean. So think very carefully about how you're going to craft your character. Think carefully about how you're going to craft your story. how it's going to build, how you're going to present yourself, and try and make it as close to who you are as possible. Take elements of these different characters and build something that is right for you, something you can deliver, which is not going to create problems, not going to end up with you having a bad situation where it's going to cost you in the long run, or you're going to have to sustain some gigantic web of lies. You just want to be you. You want to be a human being, the same person that I'm talking to when we're watching this video, because I tell you something, you got some stories. You've suffered. You've gone through hell at times. You felt alone. You felt isolated. You felt miserable. You've cried. You've been through a lot. You've got here. You are the person who is here today. You have a lifetime worth of experience. You've fallen in love. You've had enemies. You've liked people who didn't like you back. You felt miserable. You've felt so many different emotions and experiences. Take everything that is your life and look at the parts which support your brand. Focus on those parts, build your character, use some of these ideas, take what you need in order to make your character strong, teach, show other people who you are, and people will like you. People like people who are honest. People like people who they can relate to, who have a relatable history. We've all suffered in some way, shape or another. You know, you ever get up in the morning and you stub your toe on a chair and it really hurts, right? A lot of people have been through that. It's a really horrible feeling when you stub your toe. And you know how I know this? Because I stubbed my toe this morning. You know, so it's like, you may have stubbed your toe. You might not have stubbed your toe, but there will be a lot of audience members out there who will think, oh my God, I'm thinking about that. That's not a good experience. So it's one of those things where you make yourself as relatable as you can by sharing your life experience with people. Don't go into the areas that are going to bring up lots and lots of personal trauma. Go into the areas which support your business and support your brand, because you can just be you and talk about these things. You can be you and be the face of your business. You can be you and interface with people, and people will like that. And every single business person that I know who is very successful, they are all real people with real feelings, real hearts, real souls. They've got real experiences. That is who you should be, real. So just remember this when you're making your attractive character, the face of your business, the face of your future.